Let's speak about what I believe to be one of the most undervalued, least appreciated electric vehicle companies that there is, Lordstown Motors. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor. I got the clothing line to prove it. And today we're speaking about the very exciting Lordstown Motors. Not a lot of people speaking about these guys lately. One of the main reasons I believe this is because there is so much going on with so many different electric vehicle companies right now. Workhorse, I mean, there has been news left, right and center, and the USPS contract is looming. Tesla, we saw 20% crash yesterday, and the stock split. They've been all over the place. NIO, they've been crashing like crazy despite posting some really good numbers. Hyliion is on one of the most disgusting runs I've ever seen in my life, and their merger is literally 3 to 4 weeks away now. And then we have Diamond Peak, you know, just kind of chilling, slowly but surely going up, not too worried about everything else that's going on in the world. While the market was crashing last week, this was one of the best performing stocks out there. It's just been slowly but surely trickling up. And guys, the best time to buy a company is not when all of the hype is gone on, not when so many people have FOMO'd into a company. It's before all of that happens. Look at Hyliion right now, for example. Would you have rather bought these guys at $20 or the $50+ we are sitting at today? So that is why I want to speak about Lordstown Motors again today, just because I genuinely think they're offering some absolutely insane returns, and there has been some news on them as of late. Just don't sleep on these guys. So right before we get into the video, guys, can I please ask you to hit that juicy like button, as it really does help me in the channel out. I really would appreciate that. If you're new around here, what are you waiting for, my friend? Hit that juicy red subscribe button and join the family of over 30,000 investors. And please drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Diamond Peak holding right now. If you're involved, just what you think. With all that being said, guys, into the video. The very first thing we should be speaking about, in my personal opinion, the last 5 days, okay? And in 5 days, we're up 7.76%. So very good all in all. You can see pre-market, we're up over 4%. The market opens in just about half an hour. Comparatively on the 5-day chart, the Nasdaq is down 6%. The S&P 100 is down 5%. And Tesla is down a whopping 34%, people. So very fair to say, Diamond Peak had a fantastic week. Now, this was only announced at the very end of July. You can see we initially went up to $12 a share, and we kind of hovered there for a while. This is one of the SPACs that didn't get an initial insane buzz. I'm speaking like a Nikola level buzz. We went up well over 100% in a couple of days. And then they went up well over 100% only a few weeks later again. Or even a Hyliion buzz where they went up 200% in just over a week. This was just normal. It was completely normal price action, and really not an awful lot happened, which actually could be a good thing. So I bought these guys for the first time right around here. I bought in on the low $12 mark. Now since then I have bought more. I currently hold 160 shares at a cost basis of $15 after only buying more yesterday. So, you know, overall I'm in a fine position. After market open today, I'll be up over 20%. It's decent. The first thing I want to say, guys, okay, are they still a buy? In my opinion, 100% yes. I don't think the run has even really began with this company. As I said earlier on in the video, in the intro, a lot of people are somewhat overlooking these guys right now because there's so much going on with Tesla and Hyliion and Workhorse and even NIO. Whereas these guys, all we really know is the merger's happening in the last quarter of this year, so within the next few months. A lot of other EV companies, particularly Workhorse and Hyliion, have massive catalysts coming pretty much within the next 3 to 4 weeks. So I think a lot of people have just put their time and energy into those companies because, you know, they're more exciting in the short term. But that is again the best time to invest in a company. Now, one thing I want to show you, some brand new news. 18 hours ago, this came out. The Lordstown Endurance has reached over $2 billion in pre-order revenue. I mean, guys, let's let that sink in. Over $2 billion in pre-order revenue. This is a 15-second ad. I'll put it on the screen really quickly just so you can see it. So very cool ad, but $2 billion in pre-order revenue. Now let me tell you why this is so insane, because if we go to their investor presentation, which came out August 3rd, about 5 weeks ago, you will see right here there was $1.4 billion of existing pre-orders back then. In 5 weeks they have taken in more than $600 million worth of pre-orders. This is something that I said in my last video as well. These guys aren't publicly traded yet. They don't have to disclose as much as a lot of other people. I said that I expect this to be happening, and it is happening. That is essentially a 50% gain in pre-orders in a matter of 5 weeks, people. That is absolutely massive. And in my opinion, it is not reflected in the current share price even a little bit. I really can't stress it enough, guys. This is massive. I plan on getting involved in these guys even heavier than I already am. I want to get up to at least 200 shares. Potentially start touching off 250 to 300 shares before any real news comes out if I get lucky enough to do so. A couple of points I want to show you now, okay? Pickup truck sales in the US between 2015 and 2019. We can see a very clear uptrend, okay? 2015, there was 2,500,000 vehicles sold essentially. 2019, 3,133,000 vehicles sold. That's a vast increase. This number here, 3,133,000 pickup trucks sold in the US in 2019 alone. If you don't understand, that's a lot of pickup trucks. If we have a look at Lordstown Motors investor presentation and we look at their clear path to be the first to market, okay? By 2022, they want to produce 31,600 vehicles. Let's just say that equates for 1% of the overall market at 2019 levels. By 2022, this could definitely be up another 15% or so. Let's just say, to make things really simple, it'll be touching off 3.5 million, which is realistic. In 2022, they only need 31,600 of those 3.5 million pickup trucks that are going to be sold annually to hit their production targets, which again is sub 1% of the total market. By 2024, they have a production target of 107,000 vehicles. And I mean, guys, to be completely honest with you, I see no reason why they cannot take over more of the market share by then. But I mean, as of right now, their projections seem extremely attainable. I mean, if we're selling 107,000 trucks a year, expected price is $45,000, more than likely there's going to be add-ons, etc. Let's just call it $50,000 for a clean number. That's a lot, and I mean a lot of revenue for a company that's trading at $17.78 and a market cap of $622 million. I mean, guys, does that not just sound like a very juicy deal to you? So again, only a month ago, Lordstown had already received about 27,000 orders. As of right now, we can assume that's closer to 40,000 orders, which is what I said in my last video on this company before this news had came out. Before the first vehicle has been produced, representing potential revenue sufficient to cover 2021 production and into 2022. With these extra orders, we should definitely be fine going all the way into 2022. Yet another small market cap company who's looking to be profitable within a couple of years in a major way with immense growth catalysts, short, medium and long term. I mean, what's not to love? I still get ridiculed for selling out of some of my dividend stocks, but I mean, would I rather have my money in Coca-Cola or in this? It's a pretty easy answer to me, people. One more thing to remember as well, guys. Their plant. These guys are going to have more revenue streams without a doubt in my mind. Estimated annual vehicle capacity is at 600,000 vehicles currently. Even up until 2024, they're not going to be touching anywhere near that number. They're not going to be touching 20% of that number. In my opinion, they will most certainly have the ability to outsource to other people, you know, if somebody doesn't have the production capacity and they need their vehicles to be delivered. And keep in mind as well, the cost to reconfigure the plant right now are only at $120 million. That is done and dusted. You don't even have to think about it. So seeing that we now have over $2 billion in pre-orders, and also understanding that a lot of people aren't getting excited about these guys yet because, simply put, the short-term growth catalyst is not as close as they are with Hyliion or Tesla or Workhorse. When all of that is over and done with, where do you think people are going to run to? I think they're going to be running with their profits to Lordstown Motors to get back in on the next big play. I think a lot of people aren't giving this one enough time. They're not really looking into it enough because it's just not exciting enough yet. It's a pickup truck, woohoo! It's so exciting though when you really do start to look into the numbers and realise that they're going to do amazing things. And one of the other things you really have to understand with this company is that within 9 months, they want to be delivering these vehicles. They want to be the first to market. And in my opinion, that is going to be absolutely massive. There are people out there who have been waiting for an electric pickup truck for probably 5+ years. If they go do the research and they do, you know, their comparisons between this, the Nikola Badger, Tesla, etc, and they somewhat come to the conclusion that they're all of good quality, this one is very competitively priced, and it's the first one they can buy, I think that's going to lead to a lot of people buying this truck. And as long as things go well and it performs well, we're going to build a brand, we're going to build a loyal customer fan base. It's just beautiful. Now here's an article, it is about a week old, but it's titled, "Electric Vehicle Lovers Can't Afford to Ignore Diamond Peak Stock." And I really do think this is true. Again, I'm bringing it back to the excitement factor. A lot of people in the market, especially growth investors, a lot of the time won't be very patient. And you know, they want the next big thing, but they want the next big thing to happen within a week. And they're willing to pay more premium prices for the next big thing that's going to happen a little bit sooner. But where the real growth happens is investing in the company before the next big thing happens. So skeptics might express concern that Lordstown Motors isn't the only electric vehicle company out there. There's loads of them now. It's not the only electric truck company to go public via SPAC recently either. But this fact alone doesn't necessarily mean that Lordstown Motors is entering into an overcrowded field. Lordstown Motors is perfectly capable of executing even in a field populated with other electric truck companies, and that is really important to understand. I mean, look at any automotive sector out there, people. Is there only one name that you know? I can look out my window right now and I'll see at least 15 different car brands just from looking out my window. Just because there is competition, it doesn't mean anything bad. And I like this little closing sentence. Lordstown Motors might not stay under the radar for much longer, as Lordstown Motors could become a household name before you know it. And that is honestly something I think could well be true, people. I mean, we could be looking at $5.7 billion of revenue as early as 2024. We could be looking at $1.6 billion of revenue by 2022, people. I mean, that's not far away at all. And compare this to what a lot of other, you know, exciting electric vehicle stocks are doing right now. This is very good. And this number here only reflects a market share of 3.5% by 2024. Honestly, guys, I think we will take over more of the market than that. Now, again, nobody knows for a fact, but I honestly do think we will. I genuinely think this is going to be a massive, and I mean massive, brand name. I don't just think it's going to be a little electric vehicle company. I think it's going to be a household name. I tell you what we're waiting for now, guys. We're waiting for their definitive proxy statement. The one that Hyliion just announced yesterday. Once that definitive proxy statement comes in, watch this company boom. Once their DEFM 14A comes through, it's going to be a dream come true. Also keep in mind, guys, okay, that a lot of the buzz that's around EV vehicles right now, a lot of it's in Hyliion and Workhorse and Tesla in particular. And again, Workhorse and Hyliion both have massive upcoming catalysts right now. A lot of people will make hundreds and hundreds of percents of gains on those companies. And you know, happy days for the long-term investors like me. I don't plan on selling either of them. I plan on holding them for a long time. There's a lot of swing traders out there who are always looking for the next deal. So I do actually believe that Lordstown Motors could benefit off of the success of other electric vehicles, because people will take their profits, they will look for the next big move, they will see how successful EV has been as of late, and you know, a little bit of their profits will go back into Diamond Peak. So one more time, do I think it's too late to buy this company? Not in the slightest whatsoever. Do I think it'll be too late to buy when it's $20 a share? Not in the slightest whatsoever. I am still building my position. I bought it $12. I bought it $17. I bought it $14. I want to build up a very large position in this company. I really do love them, and I think that they're flying under the radar, but that will stop eventually. I do believe this company will at some stage have the same hype that Hyliion and Workhorse have behind them, and I do believe that is only a matter of a few weeks, maybe a month, maximum 6 to 7 weeks away. And when that happens, you will be very happy that you got in early on. I am very aware I made this company sound extremely bullish today, so I want to make it extremely clear. I'm not a financial advisor. Anything can happen in this game. We could go all the way back down to $10. We may never get the hype that I expect us to. I don't have a crystal ball and I can't read the future. There is obviously risk associated with this company, as there is with every single company in the stock market. I just always like to make it extra clear when I can feel myself getting excited and really bullish on a company. Always do your own due diligence. Always form your own thoughts and opinions. But anyway, guys, that is my update on the beautiful, juicy, exciting, tasty Lordstown Motors. If you have watched this video all the way till the end, as always, you, my friend, are a true legend, and I really do appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for the support. But really, guys, let's not sleep on Lordstown Motors. We might move a little bit slower than some of the other EV plays for a while, but trust me, I really do believe that their time is going to come, and it is literally only a matter of time. Also, if you want to know exactly when I buy these guys and how much I do, click that first link in my description and you will be taken to my Patreon. Sign up and you will get full access to my private Discord server, where you get all of my buy and sell alerts, new tickers I'm watching, and join a community of over 700 investors. And guys, just in case you want to know what the Discord channel actually looks like, here it is, okay? So you'll see on the side here, we have all of our different channels. You will see here that there are free chats available, so absolutely anybody can join the server and get involved in these free chats. You can see there are people active in there right now. So I will have the free link to the Discord in the description as well. And if you want to upgrade to premium, which includes all of these Jack's juicy info channels, our primary stock chats for the Patreon patrons only, and all of our different specific stock channels. All you have to do is click this how to upgrade link. It will take you to my Patreon, and you can do it through there. But anyway guys, if you did enjoy the video, please hit that juicy like button if you haven't yet, and drop me a sub if you're new around here. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day. I will see you for the next video. Peace.